Hello, beautiful people, soul family. Welcome to your weekly reading for November 25th and 26th, the weekend right after Thanksgiving. We're going to start today. This is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'd love to hear, how this aligns with you. So first we're going to talk about our charms here. We've got energy of the weekend, things we should look out for, actions we can take, and then we've got our card pull for the weekend as well. So we'll talk about that. These are charms. These are my personal interpretations of them. I do get messages from spirit, but if one of these charms lines up with something that means something special for you, go with that, because you definitely, spirit will definitely talk to some of you with specific messages for affirmations for you individually through these readings too. So let's talk about our general energy for the weekend. First, we've got the crescent moon. This is beautiful. So the crescent moon is really about intuition and reflection. So this weekend is a really good time to not only follow your intuition, trust your guidance on that. You know where you're meant to be, you know where you're going. And I'm also getting, I'm seeing the star for the first time ever, and I've pulled this charm a couple of times. So I really feel like some of you, there is that intuition piece, but it's also, making a wish and using your intuition to guide you to do that. It's also a time of reflection, right? The moon is a reflection of the sun's light. So this weekend, for others of you, is a really good time to reflect on where you've come, where you're going, and make plans for the future. The next is we have this beautiful shell. So the shell, what I'm getting is very calming energy, right? With this shape, it reminds me of listening to, I know typically it's the conch shell and you hear the ocean, but that calming ebb and flow of energy, and it kind of goes along with the moon cycles, right? But I'm getting for this weekend, it's a very calming energy, and it's also a good weekend. It's a very protective energy too. Shells are hard, they protect what's inside, those living creatures. So if you're feeling extra vulnerable, maybe it's a good time to step back and just know that you're protected. We also have our lizard. Lizards are about renewal, right? They shed their skin when they grow and transform. So this weekend we're being called to shed our old skin and step into a new phase of being. And then we have our panda. So pandas represent luck and peace. They're also a very powerful, they have this balance between gentleness and power. And you also have the balance between darkness and light. So this weekend is a really good time to, again, have that peace, which I think is reflected in this shell. And it's a really good time, again, for that gentleness. Some of you need to be more gentle with yourself this weekend. As far as things we need to keep an eye out for. The first one that came through is a P, and what I got immediately was peace and patience. So some of you for this weekend, look out for opportunities to find peace among some of the busier, as we start to prep for the larger holidays. Thanksgiving just passed, but we're getting into that shopping season and planning for Christmas and New Year's and all of that stuff. So look for ways to find peace throughout your weekend. And for others of you, amongst the hustle and bustle, you need to find some patience with others. Okay. Our next charm for what to look out for is our Taurus. So our Taurus energy is a very earth energy. It's a grounding energy. It's about comforts of life, beauty, food. A lot of us just celebrated Thanksgiving, so it's all about that all about the food and the comforts of life, right? So this weekend can be a way, just take some time to find ways to continue that. Just have that, find beauty in your weekend. That's kind of what I'm hearing. Amongst all the craziness that could be happening, the travel, the roads have been really hectic. I just got back from my parents' house, so it can be really stressful in that travel time. But find some ways to really focus on the comforts of life and not get too stressed out about that. And then the last charm for that, I got H, and I instantly heard home. So it kind of goes with that, sort of the theme of the weekend and the holiday that just passed. But take some time to create a space of home if you don't feel like you have one. Many of you may have just been home to see family. If not, if that hasn't been an opportunity for you, how are some ways that you can create a space for yourself that feels like home? And for others of you, I heard hope. It's been there's just so much stuff going on in the world right now, but there is hope. So we're being called this weekend to really look out for those glimmers of hope and hang on to them. Let that light shine rather than being so caught up in the negative things that are going on. As far as some actions we can take for this weekend to make the most out of our energy. Sorry, this dolphin is like sliding away. It doesn't want me to get him. We have the dolphins. The dolphins are really intelligent energy, but they're also a very playful animal. So this weekend, take some time to have some fun, go out, play. Don't necessarily be mindless about it. Be very intentional with how you spend your energy and how you're playing, but make space for some play this weekend. We also have Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is an earth energy. It's a grounding energy. With the Archer, you've got, that patience, that taking time to really hone in, focus, pull back that arrow, get the momentum to be shot forward. So this weekend is a good time to do that, step back, pull forward, gain that momentum. But also there is this optimistic, honest, inspiring side to it too, which is really important. And I think goes with this hope also. Another action we can take, as we see this crying eyes, I'm getting this release of emotion. So take time this weekend to, if you've been feeling things and bottling them up, let it go. It's a really good time this weekend to just release some of that emotion so we can shed our old self and move forward and find some balance as well. And then our last charm for the weekend as actions we can take is we have the wheel. I'm sorry. I feel like I've got something caught in my throat. But anyway, your captain's wheel. So take charge. You know the direction you're going in. Make sure you steer your ship that way. Don't let others guide you away from your mission, right? And then I think goes along with that Sagittarius too, like that Archer energy. You are the captain of your own ship. Take charge. Keep in the right direction. You've absolutely got this. So that is it for our charm readings for the week. But I pulled this really beautiful card, and it's Opportunity Knocks. Go for it. So if you've been feeling stuck, I like how in all of these bubbles it seems like it has very whimsical, dream-like things. So really what I'm seeing for you here this weekend is it's a good time to dream. And if you've been holding back and not really moving forward on some of your some of your goals and aspirations, and now's a good time to do it. Some of you are going to have either someone coming forward, a new opportunity this weekend. Don't hesitate to take it, or at least explore it, right? Not all opportunities that knock are the right ones, but follow that intuition. You'll know which ones are right. So opportunity knocks. I think that's a really beautiful energy. If you resonate with this, if you want to call this in, claim it, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future readings. If you'd like a personal reading and this resonates with you, there's information in the links below to join my Facebook group, the YouTube page, YouTube community, as well as links to book an individual charm reading with me at Charm Readings by Jess on Etsy. So all that information is below. Thank you so, so much. I hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful, blessed Thanksgiving. Safe travels. Much love. Much light. Namaste.